happened when I just turned 19 and moved into my first real place. A small studio apartment on the edge of town. It wasn't much. The walls were thin, the carpet smelled faintly of bleach, and the bathroom sink whined whenever you turned the faucet. But it was mine. For the first time in my life, I had my own space. On move-in day,
that'd be the first spot. I mean, that'd be the first best feeling when you realize like you took a step out of life and get your own place, my nigga. Until you get a list of them bills.
Landlord handed me the keys, then gave me a strange warning.
Bro, this nigga head is crazy. This is a crazy shaped head to have, my nigga. It's like Humpty Dumpty with no legs. That's how this nigga head looks like.
Oh, and don't be too friendly with Charlie. He's a bit, eccentric. Big.
It's like a professional bowler. But he retired early. Dang, I don't know.
What do you call it? A Grand Theft Auto fan. Real big. I laughed it off. Eccentric neighbors were part of apartment living, right? Besides, I like Grand Theft Auto too. Maybe we'd get along. That first night, I couldn't sleep. New places always made me restless. I sat on my mattress scrolling through my phone when I heard something outside. It was the sound of water splashing. I saw the time. It was 1:30 in the morning. I got up, pulled the blinds, and looked out. There was a man right next to our building. He was in his backyard, wearing nothing but underwear.
This nigga is in a fucking diaper with Nike socks on. Hell, and he's bald. Hell no. This, I ain't gonna lie, you need to put this nigga in an asylum. How do you pronounce that? And niggas like this should not be able to roam the free world.
And socks. In one hand, he held a garden hose, and with the other, he was caressing his shiny bald head. All this while watering his plants in slow, deliberate sweeps. It was bizarre enough on its own, but then it hit me. I'd seen this exact scene before, but where? It took me a moment to remember that in the GTA 6 trailer, there's an exact scene. That must be Charlie. I watched in silence, trying not to...
Any nigga who is trying to remake a GTA scene, IRL, they need to be off the planet. There's no trailer that should be on GTA that should be out doing. They should have a sign at the bottom like them WWE sign. Do not try this at home. Ain't no fucking way. I know this shit is harmless, but at the same time, it's not. If you think about it.
Laugh out loud. He was watering the plants and every few seconds half squatting in his underwear.
His
Maybe they were too tight for him. Honestly, if you wake up in the middle of the night hearing a sound outside your window, it ends up being some freak or psycho stalking you. But in my case, I stumbled on pure comedy. No doubt the landlord warned me about him. What a loser, I said in my head. Charlie's Wi-Fi has more connections than he does. I might have laughed a little loud because suddenly he looked up at my window. For a few seconds, neither of us moved.
Bro, you know how hard it is to do? That's a demon. That's right there's a demon. But you know how, I think about it, right? You know how hard it is to do to look around? But this nigga, he looked at the perfect spot. He knew where the nigga was. Off a laugh. Most niggas, when they hear shit, they looking around and shit, just trying to see where the fuck niggas, where they're hearing the noise from. He looked directly at that window. You know how, nigga, you gotta be locked in to do that shit. Hell.
Then a slow, unsettling grin stretched across his face. The hose slipped from his hand, water spilling across his feet. He didn't look that funny, honestly. His skin was too pale, and his eyes were very, very frightening, like he had some condition that was beyond cure. There were no eyebrows or even a beard patch on his face, which made him look even more alien. Our stare down lasted for a minute. Then he bolted straight toward my building. I staggered back from the blinds, my heart slamming against my...
That nigga, by the way, he rushed to that nigga building with diapers on and Nike socks, by the way. I'm just gonna let that be said.
My ribs. A moment later, pounding erupted against my door.
Let me in!
Charlie's voice was muffled but frantic.
We should be friends! We love the same game!
I froze. The pounding grew louder and faster, each slam shaking the thin wood of my door. His voice, once eager, grew sharp and manic.
Open it! Open the door! We love the same game!
Panic gripped me. What? I don't even know you. Just leave before I call the cops.
Come on, don't be shy. You're just like me. That's why you're watching me, right? I know we're the same. Just open the door.
I grabbed my phone and dialed 911. Charlie was not only banging, he was literally kicking
That
down
nigga
the
is trying to
door.
get to
My
you.
voice cracked as I told the
Ain't
dispatcher
no nigga trying to talk, kicking the door like that. Fuck no.
someone was trying to break into my apartment. I forced my voice steady and shouted through the door. The cops are coming! Leave! The pounding stopped. For a moment, there was silence. Then I heard him laugh. It was as if he found something funny that I didn't understand. I could still see his shadow beneath my door. He was just standing there, not moving. Minute.
He proud of himself. That nigga, he out here doing a GTA scene remix IRL. He's proud of himself that you call the cops. Nigga, he trying to get a 5-star above his head. He don't give a fuck about you calling the cops. Nigga, if a nigga doing a GTA trailer remake, he don't give a fuck about you calling the cops.
Passed. He didn't knock again, didn't say a word, just stood there. And then, quietly, he walked away.
Or maybe you do.
When the cops arrived, he was gone. One officer pointed at my door with a serious face. What I saw gave me goosebumps. There were stains of blood on my door. Not just that, an uprooted human nail was stuck on the hardwood.
Hell no.
Charlie tried so hard to get in that he didn't care he was hurting himself. The cops checked the property, took my statement, and told me to lock my windows and doors. I nodded, pretending I'd feel safer knowing that, but I didn't. There was no proof that it was Charlie since our building had no security camera.
so disgusting,
The cops
bro.
couldn't press any charges on
I'm
him.
so dead.
They even went to his house to talk to him, but no one answered. By the morning, I began to think that perhaps I had overreacted. Maybe he was just lonely. But then I opened my door and found a pair of dirty men's underwear.
That nigga left his diaper on your doorstep. You gotta hunt that nigga down. That is, I'm not picking that up. I don't give a fuck. I am not picking that up. That is nasty as a bitch when you think about it. That nigga took off his diaper. He was already off his clothes, my nigga. He took off his diaper. Nigga left that bitch butt naked. He left that building butt naked.
Stained and left on my doormat like it was some kind of gift. My stomach turned. I backed inside, slammed the door shut, and locked it again. I don't know if he left it as a joke or a warning or some twisted gesture of friendship. I didn't want to know. That was the final straw. I packed up that same day and called my landlord, told him I was breaking the lease. He didn't argue. I knew he knew exactly why.
Damn.
It's been months since I left that apartment, but I can't shake the image of Charlie's grin. His bare feet slapping I left that apartment, but I can't shake the image of Charlie's grin.
That nigga, like, he rushing while pushing them carts. You know, you gotta hurry up and get what you need and get the fuck up out of there. That's how that nigga rushing your building.
His bare feet slapping against the pavement as he ran toward me, his fists hammering on my door like he could break through at any second. Sometimes, late at night, I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't called the cops, if I'd opened the door instead. Would he have stood there grinning, tried to talk? Or would he have stepped
That nigga was
inside, locked the
demanding.
door behind him, and
Get
made
in.
sure I could never leave? I don't want to know.
That's so nasty.
I'll never forget the summer the GTA 6 trailer dropped. Everyone was talking about it, rewatching it 100 times and speculating about every little detail. But for my friend Tyler, it became something else entirely.
Niggas a fucking tryhard, that's why. Nigga, when niggas see a GTA trailer, they feel like they gotta be that character for some reason. Like, my nigga, it is not that deep. Put the phone down. You already seen it.
See,
I can understand you like the game and shit, but damn, nigga, how many times you gonna replay that motherfucker?
most of us just laughed at the chaos, the neon lights, and the wild stunts. Tyler, he locked on to Jason, the male protagonist in the trailer. And
Damn, I take it back. I ain't okay. I used to watch them Call of Duty 2 trailer. Every Call of Duty trailer came out until like I think like Cold War, my nigga. I used to watch them bitches all the time, nigga. I was having so much fun with Call of Duty back then as a kid, my nigga. Especially 2 and 3. Oh my, you couldn't tell me shit, nigga. I didn't even care about having friends back then when Black Ops 2 and 3 came out. I promise I didn't.
I don't mean he liked the character. I mean, he became him. At first, it was harmless. He started dressing like Jason, practicing the same cold expressions in the mirror when he thought no one was watching. He hit the beach gym every night, lifting under the orange glow of the pier lights, pretending he was training for something. We teased him about it. He'd laugh along at first, shrugging it off, but it was clear he wasn't enjoying the joke. With each week, Tyler drowned in his dark, imaginative world. By July, he stopped talking about anything else. Jason wouldn't waste time, he'd mutter, or Jason always
This nigga just got possessed by a trailer. How the hell did this even happen, my nigga? How did you get possessed by a trailer? Be right back.
is what he starts. It was weird, but we told ourselves it was just
Hell
an
no.
obsession. Everyone has a phase, right? I wish that was all it was. It happened on a humid night by the pier. The sand was damp from the tide, the air sticky and heavy. A few of us were hanging around, spotting each other on the outdoor benches and bars, drinking and talking trash. Tyler was there too, dead silent, repping
This nigga still lifting?
weight plates like he was possessed. His arms looked almost alien in the dim light,
It's dark as hell.
veins snaking up, muscles twitching with every lift. His eyes would go wide like he was seeing something in the oblivion. I thought to tease him a little. Careful, man, you're starting to look more like Jason than Tyler. He beamed, like it was some compliment. I teased him a bit more, thinking it's harmless. But Jason still gets the girls, unlike you. Everyone joined me for a laugh, but Tyler just set the weight plate down and stared at me. I should have stopped right there, but I didn't. I grinned, reached out, and patted him on the shoulder, saying, "Face it, bro, you're just a wannabe in a game that'll never drop." Our laughter grew louder. Tyler got up and faced me. I braced myself for a shove, maybe a swing, but instead, he hugged me. At first, I thought it was some weird joke. His chin pressed against my shoulder and I felt his breath against my ear. But he didn't let go. His arms tightened around me. His grip got uncomfortably strong. Then he began whispering in my ears. I couldn't make out the words, just a fast, steady stream of sound,
Hell
like
no,
some
nigga. You way too fucking close. And you whispering in my ear too, boy. I would've, nigga. Hey, I hate when niggas be that fucking close and hugging, boy. Hey, like, nigga, get the fuck back.
ancient mantra. Dude? I laughed nervously. You good? Suddenly, his hands slid upward. His thumbs pressed into my throat. I froze, disbelief rooting me in place.
This nigga with the green shirt got his hand. These niggas are watching you get choked out. This is crazy.
The pressure built in my windpipe and I gagged. I tried to push him back, but his grip was like steel. My breath hitched, my vision blurred, my knees buckled in the wet sand. I could hear myself choking,
fucking joke, guy.
rasping.
Tyler!
Tell one now.
What are you doing?
His face hovered inches from mine, blank, focused. It was as if he wasn't even seeing me. He was merely following a script in his head. His eyes didn't look human. They looked evil.
Help! Guys! I can't.
Panic surged. My friends rushed forward, grabbing at him, yelling for him to let go. But Tyler didn't even flinch. It was like trying to peel a machine off of me. My chest burned, every vein in my head screaming. I thought, this is it. Tyler's going to kill me. My own friend.
Tyler,
someone
stop!
call him,
Are you
yo.
crazy?
Let go of him, Tyler!
My friends were screaming while trying their best to separate us. My eyes went black. I could feel myself fading into darkness. My eyes
That
suddenly
nigga
went to
got
the
a
sand on the
grip
ground. Something
on your
primal
ass.
kicked in. My hand shot into the wet sand beside me. I scooped up a fistful and shoved it into Tyler's eyes.
Ah! My eyes!
For the first time,
That
he
all it took?
reacted. He jerked back, gasping, blinking furiously. The hands around my throat loosened, and I collapsed onto the ground, sucking air like I'd been drowning. Two of the guys grabbed Tyler by the arms, dragging him backward as he thrashed and snarled. I'll never forget that sound. Half growl, half scream, like he was furious we'd interrupted something sacred.
I won't tolerate this! Don't test me!
We pulled away from each other, all of us panting, eyes wide. Tyler's chest heaved, his hair plastered to his forehead with sweat. He looked less like a person and more like an animal. And then, just like that, he went still. He ripped free from their grip, straightened his jacket, and walked away. No words, no glance back, just vanished into the darkness under the pier. We haven't seen Tyler since then. I know how that sounds. If I hadn't lived it, I'd think it was an exaggeration, some overblown story meant to freak people out. But the truth is, sometimes people break. And when they do, it doesn't look like madness. It looks like obsession sharpened into something lethal. The cops couldn't find him. His parents said he left everything behind. Phone, wallet, even his bed sheets. Just gone. Like he'd shed Tyler entirely and stepped into Jason's skin. But here's the part that keeps me up at night. On quiet evenings, when the wind shifts just right through the palm trees by my window, I swear I can still hear his voice. That low, steady whisper right by my ear. The same one I couldn't make out that night. And I can't shake this thought. When GTA 6 finally drops, when the world ultimately gets to play Jason, Tyler will come back. Not to play the game. He's coming back to prove that he was never just pretending.
Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with that nigga? He need to be shot down. If that nigga ever come out of the darkness, put him down.
I don't even know why I agreed to it. Maybe it was the alcohol. Maybe it was the sudden surge of adrenaline. Or maybe it was just the blind confidence that comes from thinking nothing bad ever happens to you when you're young. It was past 2 a.m.
That nigga in the black is geeked the fuck out. Why you got him the most geeked out of everyone there, my nigga?
when we stumbled out of the nightclub, half drunk, half awake, and fully reckless. My friend Mason jingled the keys of his dad's car, grinning like a devil. Let's do it! GTA 6, baby! We'll recreate it tonight! The others cheered, but my stomach sank. I knew the scene he was referring to.
You was a dumb man. I'm not hopping in any nigga car who talking about someone remaking a scene from GTA. That just not happening at all. Fuck no. There is nothing good out of a nigga saying anything a recreation of GTA. There's nothing good out of it. Fuck. Look how happy that nigga look. Y'all finna die.
We'd all seen the trailer 100 times. The car driving at insane speed with a girl leaning out of the sunroof, arms raised, with a neon-lit city sprawling behind her. It looked wild. This is stupid. I muttered, but nobody heard me over the excitement. By the time we reached the highway, the music was blasting so loudly that it made the rearview mirror rattle. Emily had already crawled halfway out of the roof, her glittery dress catching every passing light. Her arms reached up into the night. Mason slammed the gas pedal and the car leapt forward,
Fuck no.
weaving between lanes.
Woohoo!
She finna die. Ain't no way she doesn't die in this story. She finna die.
We're legends!
Emily screamed, her hair whipping around in the wind. I tried pulling her back in. I even told Mason to slow down, but the group just kept laughing, as if it were our last night, insisting that we should make the most of it. A silver sedan swerved into our lane without signaling. Tires screeched, horns blared, and for a second, I saw us rolling, flipping end over end like a crumpled soda can. But somehow, Mason straightened the car. Jesus Christ, guys, it's getting risky now. Please! Emily whooped even louder.
Just like the trailer! Enjoy the fun!
At this point, my heart
That
was
nigga
hammering
scares
so
Mo.
hard it hurt. None of them listened to me. We were speeding like hell when a motorcycle appeared from nowhere. Its red taillight glowed like a warning flare. Mason swerved again. The car rocked so violently that Emily almost lost her grip on the roof. I lunged forward, grabbing her arm, yanking her back down just enough for her to steady herself. But she still didn't budge.
Relax, we're fine!
Fine? We weren't fine. We were seconds away from death. But I'm the only one who saw that. We continued on the road, dodging cars like it was a game. I felt like we were going to crash at any point because of how close we were with vehicles coming from the other side. Suddenly, two white beams cut straight through the darkness ahead. At first, they looked distant, but in seconds, they swelled larger and brighter, barreling straight toward us.
Hell no.
Mason! Mason! I screamed, seeing the truck. Mason's hands jerked on the wheel. He hit the brakes and the car screeched, spinning in motion. The world became a blur of headlights and shadows. Everyone screamed, trying their best to grab the seats, but the impact was huge. My body slammed against the door so hard my ribs rattled. Somehow, by a miracle, we missed the truck, but the car skidded off the road and slammed into a tree. The crunch of metal and shatter of glass echoed into the night. We all ricocheted off the seat, and for a second, all went silent. A numb ringing blurred my vision. I thought we were dead, but a few seconds later, when I opened my eyes, I heard groans, coughs, and the hiss of an engine. Mason was clutching the wheel, blood streaking down his forehead. I was dazed, chest heaving, every nerve screaming. But Emily was still out of her mind. She climbed the roof. "What the hell are you doing?" She didn't answer. She jumped down onto the road, her heels chattering against the pavement. Her arms shot up again, triumphant, as though we hadn't just cheated death.
Fans of GTA 6 are invincible!
She survived, and the first thing she does is go in the middle of the street and start wilding. Oh, fuck no.
She cried, spinning in the middle of the highway under the neon glow of the distant city lights. Her laugh echoed, high-pitched and manic, like she was trying to prove something to the universe.
Emily, get back here!
I fumbled with my seatbelt, finally breaking free and stumbling out of the wreck.
Emily, please, get off the road!
But she didn't hear us, or maybe she didn't want to. She twirled in distance, horns blaring in
She's
protest.
still wilding.
But she
GTA 6 fans are immortal!
Hey, they might be the way she doing this shit. Fuck no. What the hell is she still alive?
She was going full bonkers.
I'm gonna live! And we're all!
I saw it before she did, bright headlights rushing her way.
Emily!
I screamed, my voice tearing from my throat. She turned, finally, just as the truck's headlights washed over her. For a fraction of a second, I saw her smile falter, saw her arms lower, and saw the truth sink in. And then...
Shit, with all that fucking time, nigga, you could've got your ass out the way. That nigga did every movement besides move her feet. How the fuck?
she was run
Thank
over.
God!
The sound was indescribable. It was a bone-crushing metallic roar that ripped the night apart.
I want to see what this nigga thing right here thinking.
To my knees, the asphalt tearing into my skin. Mason convulsed with sobs.
Yeah, it's all
Our
your
two
fault,
other
nigga.
friends staggered toward me, their faces ghost pale, lips trembling. But all I could see was Emily's lifeless body lying on the road. Her head was split into two, with her arms and legs twisted like a rag doll. We sat there until the paramedics and cops arrived. Strangers gathered, and officers pulled us aside and asked what happened. But there were no words. Nothing could explain the madness of that night. Nothing could bring Emily back. All I could think about was that trailer scene, the one that looked so free, so alive, and how we tried to bring it to life, only to find out the truth. Video games reset when you crash. Real life doesn't.
I ain't gonna lie, I survived that scene. You just her dumb ass wanted to do a part 2 of something that was never there. Like, why the fuck did she get in the street? You did survive and you want to test life again. Nigga, I ain't gonna care, nigga. Some niggas just, you feel me, just like Tom. You feel me? Hey, you fuck with the video, make sure to like and subscribe. My niggas gonna be out again with another one tomorrow. Nigga, I hope so. And there go Dizzy. What? Arrogant that nigga, but he's friendly. What? And here go Dizzy. Arrogant ass nigga, but he's friendly. Hold on, it's Odin. Hold on, it's Odin. Hold on, it's Odin.